Hi, everybody. This is John Morris as we continue to visit with the electees to the 2025 class for the Baylor Athletics Hall of Fame and Wall of Honor. Women's tennis represented really well by Taylor Ormond, who joins us now. And T.O., thanks for the visit. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me. I'm very excited. And it's great to meet with you today.
I appreciate your time. Thank you very much. Always fun to get your story of how you found out you were going into the Baylor Athletics Hall of Fame. I think it was Coach Scrivano who called you and gave you the news, right?
He did. I was at work and he sent me a text message that there was a problem if I could call him as soon as possible.
No problem.
I'll call you in 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And then he gave me the good news. So he was pretty excited for me. It brought back so many fun memories of my time at Baylor. And I did hop on the phone with Lenka Brusova right after I hung up with Coach Scrivano. So
yeah, pretty cool. A fellow Hall of Famer in Lenka. So that's pretty cool to share the news with her. What does this mean to you? I mean, you think back on your Baylor career, and now you're being honored and recognized as really one of the best, student athletes in Baylor history.
It's very humbling. So grateful. I mean, I have a Baylor sweater on right now, but I couldn't be more thankful for the people I met at Baylor, the experience I had. And then the first thought is, did I deserve it? We didn't win, but it's very humbling, and I'm so grateful and very excited to come back and celebrate with the Baylor family.
Well, you won a lot during your time here. Your teams won a lot, 2008 to 2011. I see a Big 12 championship banner there behind you. That's nicely placed. Am I right that y'all won the Big 12 regular season and tournament championships all 4 years you were here?
That's right.
Wow. That's a lot of winning.
It was a lot of winning. We took great pride in especially taking care of the Big 12. I know before I got there, Texas had I think a stronghold on the Big 12 title, and the year or two before I got there, Baylor had snuck out a win over Texas. So we made sure Baylor proud to hold down the fort in all the Big 12 tournaments and regular season matches.
Yeah. And then even in the NCAAs beyond that, am I correct that quarterfinals was the worst that you had? A couple of semifinal appearances and quarterfinals in there also.
That's right. We had 2 quarterfinal finishes. The one, we were number 1 in the country, so it was almost a disappointing year in that sense. And then 2 semifinal finishes.
Wow. That's terrific. You kept running into Stanford, didn't you?
Yes, we played them. I think we played them 3 of the 4 NCAAs. So I think we came out, we beat them twice.
Right.
And lost them twice.
That might be right. I mean, and they may have won it all the years that you didn't get past them. But a lot of winning in the NCAA tournament as well. You mentioned the number 1 ranking. That was Baylor's first ever number 1 ranking in women's tennis. And what a great memory there, and what a great team that was around you.
Yes, we had a phenomenal team. I think I was playing 3 in the lineup that year. Lenka was ahead of me, and then Nina, also a Hall of Famer, was playing number 2. And yes, we had a very deep team. We had an experienced team. And I remember when we got the number 1 ranking, we had traveled to UCLA, beat UCLA, and then we came back on March break, and UNC was at home, and we beat them, and then we got the number 1 ranking. So it was a hard-fought ranking for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Y'all earned it. That is, there's no question about that. Back to you're joining us from Hamilton, Ontario in Canada, which was your hometown. Is that right? Are you back in your hometown?
Yes, I am. I traveled a little way, and I'm right back where I started.
Yeah, well, good for you. Well, how did Joey find you? What was that story like at your recruitment to Baylor?
Yes, so he had come to watch. Hamilton used to have kind of a quasi-pro tournament, and he had come to recruit, and he saw me there, and we met up. I don't know if you read the Jerry Hill story, but he came over for afternoon cakes because apparently that's how my dad was entertaining my younger siblings. My embarrassment, but Coach seemed fine with it. We hit it off. My parents, particularly my mom, absolutely fell in love with him. And it's hard to, when your mom is telling you how much they love someone, it's hard to be like, no, I can't go there.
Right.
So I came on a visit and fell in love with the campus, which is still, I think, one of the most beautiful campuses I've been to. And I fell in love with the team, and I've had no regrets since signing in November of my senior year of high school.
Nice. Nothing wrong with afternoon pancakes. 4 o'clock pancakes in the afternoon. There's nothing wrong with that.
I'll say it's a little embarrassing when you're trying to make a first impression.
Right. Well, it worked out. It worked out really well. And you were playing. So you were playing juniors at that point. But then you get recruited to Baylor. You sign with Baylor. You come here, and you're part of a team, which is different, isn't it? I mean, it's sort of a transition,
especially for where it's just purely an individual sport. To come here and realize, you could lose your singles but win the match, and then it's nice having to cheer for and who cheer for you. We certainly made some, I would say, lasting friends in the weight room and in the practices. When you're kind of competing very hard and training for the same goal, it creates a nice bond.
Yeah. And you said in Jerry's article also, weight room was a little bit different than what you were used to working with Sean McPherson here.
Yes, Sean, he was a culture builder. He still, sometimes when I make a decision at work, I'm like, did Sean teach me that back in? And also, I think I mentioned all my teammates were European except for Natalie Holmes. So it's a fun transition for somebody who never really did weights to go into the gym with, I would say, some of the strongest women I've ever met. And they're just squatting and bench pressing, and I'm trying to use the bar properly. So
that's great. Good experience, good lessons. Sounds like that they have, stayed with you all this time also. What about, you came in your freshman year and you stepped right into the lineup your freshman year. Did you expect that, or was that any surprise at all?
That's a great question. I always believed in myself, but the expectations were a bit, you don't know how good the team's going to be. You don't know how you're going to stack up against your teammates. So I certainly put everything out there to try to make the lineup. And I felt I really thrived with my teammates and with the coaches, because it was such a competitive environment. And that was something that I needed to improve my game. One of the reasons why I chose Baylor. So it was, I would say the first year there was a lot of eye experiences, like, oh, okay, I'm going to play 2 now. Oh, wow, I met Zizi, also a Hall of Famer, who, was one of the best players in college tennis for her 4 years here. So a lot of shock moments, I would say, the first year especially.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, the names you mentioned of your teammates and players you were with, like Zizi and Nina, and of course Linka. I mean, Hall of Famers, and you're part of that group now. But what a great time in Baylor women's tennis, wasn't it?
It was unbelievable. I'm really happy I got to play a year with Zizi. She was a senior when I was a freshman. And how good she was like an honor to be on her team. And then you have somebody, the reverse, kind of, who's good because she's so tough and she won't give you a free point. So you kind of get all, little tidbits from your different teammates, and it certainly makes you better.
Sounds like you all stayed in touch and stayed close through the years. Is that right?
Yes. I've had many teammates come visit me. Lanks came to my wedding. And I'm the godmother of Carolina. I'm
Oh,
her child.
yeah.
She'll be down that weekend as well. I'll see her this.
Good. You'll have a great reunion November 14th, that weekend. There's also a football game that weekend. And am I right saying that your husband has never been to a football game, an American football game?
His mind is about to be blown. Okay. The CFL here, which, respect to Canadian football, it is just peanuts compared to what he's going to experience at a college football game. So I'm really looking forward to that.
That's pretty cool. That'll be fun. Well, what are you most looking forward to that weekend when you come for the induction banquet?
Probably seeing people. I have a really good group of people that meant a lot to me while I was at Baylor and who I stayed in touch with after the fact coming. And it's, I try to go to Texas when I can, but it's not like it's an easy thing to do all the time. So it's going to be really great to see some people that made such a positive impact on my life, and obviously to show my gratitude to Baylor for, the experiences they gave me and setting me up for success. I feel very thankful.
Well, we're very happy for you. You're very deserving. It'll be a fun weekend, and congratulations again being selected to the Baylor Athletics Hall of Fame.
Thank you. I'm sick of them.
All right, Sikkim, we'll see you in November. The banquet is November 14th at the Herd Welcome Center. Tickets are available at BaylorBears.com/HOF, the Baylor Athletics Hall of Fame and Wall of Honor induction banquet. Taylor Ormond will be there representing Baylor women's tennis. Tio, we'll see you then. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.